Okay, quick update. It is Wednesday, November 14th, 2018, and this day is obviously going to go down in the books. Big breakouts here on the Bitcoin dollar. So I'm going to walk you through some of the setups from last week and then leading into this week, the Tech One trade, the different strategies that I use to execute these trades. And I help my students actually learn how to apply these strategies and these techniques in my membership area. And then I send out email trade alerts for these. So we're going to go back to last week. We had some continuation breakout trades here. Small but safe and profitable. Each one of these purple horizontal lines, you're going to be looking at support on the way down. These are old support levels that I leave in place. Back to the far left, I'm not going to compress the charts because it wouldn't fit. But again, being aware of these key support levels is going to act as a price magnet or a price level that you could lock in profits. So when I help my students get into some of these trades, they need to know where to take profits, right? That's the first thing. You don't want to hold on too long to a trade because you could end up being in a really profitable trade and then you end up giving back all the profits. So you need to know where to take profits. Now, I'm going to switch to a daily time frame and show you the final take profit level or a profit target, a price level that we're trading it to. It's been our expectation since the summer, since late summer. And I'll show you the whole setup and where it's been there, ever since. It's been there since July. We've been waiting for the breakout, and it's not difficult to see the consolidation where it's going to create the breakout, right? It looks similar to this. You see a range of consolidation, and you know that eventually you're going to get a breakout. It's just a matter of waiting for it. Do you have the patience for it? So one of the trades that put us into Bitcoin earlier this week was the Tech One trade. This is a reversal. This is a short-term trade. This is day trading, right? I'm going to be trading it to, there's my support low. I'm going to be trading it to a profit target where I can lock in profits before it hits that support low. Because no one ever really knows when the event's going to happen where we see that big breakout move that we've all been waiting for. The breakout move to the downside, not to the upside. So when I talk about learning the continuation breakout trade, which is my specific strategy that I developed back in 2001, I use it to trade futures. I trade oil, gold, index futures. I trade Forex with that strategy. And sometimes people will say, well, why does it work with Bitcoin? Why does it work with cryptocurrencies? The structure, price structure is still going to be the same. And it moves based on trader reaction, the psychology behind whatever it is that they're trading. If it's in tight ranges of consolidation, we see choppy behavior. We see people jumping in and out and scalping. When we see trending moves, we get clarity, right? Whether it's economic data, political announcements, things like that, it breaks out of consolidation and we're trading it to the next appropriate level. We see trending moves. So the structure is different in each one of those conditions. And the behavior of each of traders collectively is going to be different. And that's what we can count on. It's going to remain the same no matter what. Whether you trade oil, gold, these breakout strategies that I used back in 2017 to trade Bitcoin all the way up to just under the 20,000 level. And then I knew when to stop trading it any higher. And then I started to short it back down again when everybody else was still going long. That was very predictable, meaning that trader psychology, people piling in at the end of a big move like that, all of it's consistent. All of it it's always going to be that way. We see it in every market where there's a bubble like that, and people at the very end of a big rally, a big move, get in late. They get in late, they start getting squeezed on the way back down. They still insist that it's going to go back up. You see it all translate here in the price structure on these charts. Same thing with silver back in 2011 when we traded it all the way back up and then it collapsed. Same thing with oil, same thing with gold, and I can go on and on and on. And it happens all of the time. It's very predictable once you understand it. I've been trading since 2001, so I understand it. 18 years gives me that experience. I've been trading through the global financial meltdown. I traded the carry trades, yen crosses, using the same strategy that I'm going to teach you here in Bitcoin. It works just like this. So waiting for the breakout. We got our breakout here, and we traded it again, trying to lock in some profits before it ran into that support low because we weren't sure that it was going to continue down to the take profit level that I'm going to show you here in just a moment on the daily time frame. I'll show you that in just a moment. So as I see some of these trades breaking down, we get into them, I call out these take profit levels. Here's the 62.20. These are psychological levels, and I want to lock in profits before it hits that support low. Price does not have to hit that support low on the number before it bounces. So I don't want to give back the profits. I need to know where to take profits before I get into the trade. So again, being aware of these old support levels is going to indicate to me where I could potentially lock in profits, or if I could hold on longer if I'm manually managing the trade, meaning that I'm not setting in a take profit level and then walking away from my charts, my computer, and then leaving it up to chance. I want to manually execute and control and manage these trades as they continue. So once it blew out this support low, once it blew out this support low again here at approximately the 61.88 area or 80 area, we got another continuation breakout trade. Again, this is the same strategy that I developed back in 2001. I teach exactly how to use this. I use this strategy, trading it all the way back up to just under the 20,000 level, and then all the way back down. And I'm doing the same thing. And when it breaks out and turns around and goes back the opposite direction, I'm going to be using the same strategy in the opposite direction. The pattern, the behavior, the traders involved, it's all going to be the same. Again, this gives me another projected price target down here, another support low at the 60-65 area. Again, trading it right into 60-65. If I'm there and I'm manually, actively trading this and I'm not setting in a take profit level, then I'm going to trade it even lower. I'm going to be watching volume levels. I'm going to be looking for news, clues, making sure that this is going to go. And then I continue to watch the daily time frame. I know I haven't showed you that chart yet. I'm going to show you that chart in a moment because I have a projected price target on the daily time frame that is indicating to me that's where it's likely to go. I'll show you exactly how I set that up and why, using the daily time frame and all of the technical analysis that I've done on that chart, the daily time frame, since July through the summer, my expectations, the consolidation, it allows me to hold on to the day trades like this when they happen and they break out like this a lot longer. So instead of just taking it to the next support level and then closing out the trade, keeping an eye on the larger time frame, making sure that the trend remains intact, watching volume levels, I can hold on to the trade longer or to the next support level. So the next support level is down here at 58.20 approximately. Well, it blew through that. And then it takes out the next support level. That's that green dotted line there, and then the purple line there at approximately 66.99, 67 area. Now, it keeps going a lot lower. 55.50 was one of the levels that I recommended locking in some profits. Remember, we don't know how sharp it's going to turn around and go back the opposite direction. So you need to get paid. So this is what I tell a lot of new traders. You're here to make money. You're not here to just guess and argue with a lot of other people or, to throw your comments into a chat room. And when I mean argument, like sometimes there's pretty heated debates, right, about where everybody thinks price is going to go. I've seen people really go at it in chat rooms. So I've been around. So, and it's not pretty. It's not nice. And people just insist. And they insist so much on being right that they can't let go of a bad trade, or they can't take profits because they keep insisting that they're right. Something else is going to happen. The most important thing that you need to be aware of as a trader is that you're here to make money for your trading efforts. If you're going to sit and watch Bitcoin, futures, gold, oil, Forex, the dollar, anything, if you're going to be putting in a specific amount of hours, analyzing, watching, reading data, reading reports, following, tracking volume levels, everything that you need to do, all of the work that goes into identifying a specific trading opportunity that you understand and then finding the targets, take profits at those target levels. Get paid for the time that you put in. You have to put food on the table. You've got to take care of your stuff. You've got to take care of your family. You're here to be able to duplicate this behavior over and over again. So I've executed this continuation breakout trade, this strategy, on many different markets, many different instruments since 2001. And what allows me to stay in this business is that I pay myself at these specific take profit levels. I know where they are, and I do exactly what I'm supposed to. I would love for it to keep dropping another 2,000 more points, right? Who wouldn't? But I still know that I've got to lock in profits. And I know that there's the chance that I could hold on too long if I don't lock in profits and then give back a majority of it or all of it. That's what happens when very often people insist that they're right, or even if on the opposite side of that, they don't even know where to take profits. So they hold too long and they give back all the profits that they had, and they have to start all over again. Taking this all the way out to where the price levels are currently. It went as low as right now 54.70. So now I'm going to switch over to the daily time frame and show you my projected take profit level. Again, 55.50 is a take profit level that I recommend all of my subscribers and students lock in profits at this point, and then set a trailing stop on this one. Manage the position. See if you can get more out of the trade. It's possible that eventually it's going to stall for a few hours, maybe pull back for another day or so, and then come back down again hard. Or it could just continue to drop over the next few hours to the target that I'm going to show you here in just a moment on the daily time frame. So here we are looking at the daily time frame. This is my daily chart, Bitcoin. There's this tweezer top high, which I've indicated a long time ago was a A high, a B low, consolidation set in. There's my C retracement to the 618 using the Fibonacci tool, 618 retracement. My projected take profit target, there's a couple of them, but one of the final ones is down here at the 4,200 area. Now I know a lot of people, when I was talking about this over the past few months, a lot of people had a hard time thinking that it was actually going to drop down to the 4,200 level. We've been talking about this for a long time. This consolidation range has been in place for a long time. This is the opportunity we've been waiting for. I think it's going to continue to move. Now, when I say that my projected price target is 4,200 area, it's not an exact number. Sometimes there are ranges of support. We can go all the way back to 2017, 2016, 2015, however far we have to go back. Keep this in mind. You have to go back however far you need to when you're trading off of a daily time frame to find key support levels that could act, or even resistance levels that after it broke out on the way back down, they could act as support levels where price could stall. Those are other areas that you might want to lock in profits. This may line up with one of those levels. These extension targets sometimes line up with a old support or resistance level, depending on which direction you're trading it in. So you need to be aware of that. At the same time, again, as I said, it doesn't have to stop right on that number. That you're not going to trade it to that exact number. You shouldn't. You shouldn't look at it that way. Not on a move like this. If you can trade it down here from about the 6,000 level to the 4,500 level, that's a hell of a trade. You've got to lock in profits and be aware. Be aware of the surroundings. Remember, support and resistance is not always an exact number. Often it can be, and it is, but it's not always. And holding on for every single last point means that you're likely to give back some of those profits, and maybe even a large portion of it, just because you keep insisting that it's going to go to a specific number. Remember, support and resistance is also very often a pocket or a range of support. It's not always a precise number. So remember, be aware as price is approaching this 4,200, 4,300, 4,500 range. Be aware. Notice if it's starting to slow down and show signs of a possible retracement that would force you to, if you hold on to it too long, give back a lot of profits. Don't do that. Lock in profits. You're done. You've made a hell of a lot of money when a lot of people have been fighting this move to the downside. And a lot of people weren't really prepared for this anyway, not really wanting it to go any lower. I think so many people that got into Bitcoin recently really want to see it get back up into those high digit numbers. To me, it doesn't matter either way. I've traded it all the way back up to just under the 20,000. I've traded it all the way back down, and I've made a lot of money in the process. So you can do the same thing. We're here to trade. We're here to get paid. We've got to lock in profits where we're supposed to. I hope you had a great trading day. This has been an awesome opportunity for a lot of people, and I'm really proud of my students that have spent a lot of time sitting here listening to me, watching my explanation with this consolidation. I repeated myself almost daily just because there really wasn't anything to update and to say, but they had the patience and the understanding that eventually it was going to break out and happen. It always does, and here's our opportunity, and they're all making a lot of money as a result of that.